Dear students, good morning to all. Now we will going to discuss about chapter 2, nutrition in animals. It is a yearly portion, nutrition in animals. Okay, students, listen all of you. The plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, but animals cannot. Already we learned autotrophs and heterotrophs. The plants prepare their own food. There is a autotrophs. Okay, then the animals cannot synthesis food. Okay, the animals get their food from plants either directly by eating plants, indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. Okay, listen, the animals nutritions include the nutrient requirement, the mode of intake of food, and its utilization in the body. Okay, utilization in the body. Okay, listen, the components of food. What are the components of food? Already we learned 6th standard. What are the components of food? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. That is the components of food. These complex substances cannot be utilized as such. So they are broken down into simpler substances. The breakdown of complex components of the breakdown of complex components of convert into the complex substances convert into simple substances. That is the digestion. Okay, what is mean by digestion? Definition: the complex substances convert into simpler substances. That is a digestion. The breakdown of complex components, of food into simpler substances is called digestion. Simpler substances is called digestion. The next different ways of taking food. What are the different ways of taking food? The organisms taking food, the body varies in different organisms. What are the different ways of taking food? The various different organisms. Bees, hummingbirds sucks the nectar of plants. Infants of human and many other animals feed on mother's milk. Okay. Next, aquatic animals filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed upon them. Then next, amazing fact. What are the amazing fact? Starfish. Starfish feeds on animals covered by hard shells of calcium carbonate. The starfish shells. What is made up of shell? Calcium carbonate. After opening the shell, the starfish, the stomach through its mouth to eat soft animals inside the shell. The stomach then goes back into the body and the food is slowly digested. Example, starfish. Okay. Listen, next, digestion in human. What is digestion? Define digestion. The complex substances convert into simple substances. That is the definition of digestion. Listen, can you understand? Listen, students, we take in food through the mouth, digest and utilize. Okay, listen. The food passes through the continuous canal which begins the buccal cavity, the ends at the anus. The canal can be divided into various compartments. What are the various compartments? Buccal cavity, food pipe. Food pipe, another name, esophagus. Okay, esophagus. Then next is stomach, small intestine, large intestine, ending in the rectum and the anus. That is the various compartments of digestion. What are the various compartments? Buccal cavity, food pipe. Food pipe, another name, esophagus. Okay, next. These parts together form the alimentary canal. What is the alimentary canal? Is a digestive tract. The food components gradually get digested as food travels through the various compartments. Listen. The inner walls of the stomachs and the small intestine and the various glands associated with the canal such as salivary gland, the liver and the pancreas to secrete digestive juices. The digestive juices convert the complex substances of food into simpler one. What is a digestive system? What is digestive system? The digestive tract and associated glands together constitute the digestive system. Okay, listen students. See the picture. Human digestive system. This is a human digestive system. What are the parts of human digestive system? All of you see this picture. Listen carefully. This is a human digestive system. What are the parts of human digestive system? Buccal cavity, salivary gland, esophagus, liver, gallbladder. This one is a stomach. This one is pancreas. This one is small intestine, large intestine. This one rectum and anus. This is the parts of human digestive system. So students, all of you practice this diagram in your rough note. Okay, next, the mouth and buccal cavity. First, the food is taken into the body through the mouth. The food is taken into the body through the mouth. The process of taking food. The process of taking food. The body is called ingestion. The body is called ingestion. Okay, listen. We chew the food with the teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces. The large substances convert into simple complex. That is a definition of digestion. Okay, next. Each tooth is rooted the separate stalk, the gums. Our teeth vary appearance and perform the different functions. Okay, listen students. First, milk teeth and permanent teeth. What is milk teeth? Listen, do you remember about falling off your teeth some years ago? The first set of teeth grows during infancy. What is mean by infancy? Infancy means the childhood stage. Okay, during infancy, and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8 years. These are termed milk teeth. That is the milk teeth. The second set of the replace or the permanent teeth. The first set of teeth are milk teeth. The second set of teeth, the permanent teeth. The permanent teeth may last throughout the life or fall off during old age or due to some dental diseases. Okay, listen. This is a type of teeth. What are the types of teeth? There are 4 types of teeth. What are the 4 types of teeth? Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Okay. Listen, see the picture students. What are the 4 types of teeth? Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Okay, listen. Listen students. What are the 4 types of teeth? Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Okay, listen. Our mouth has the salivary glands which secrete the saliva. Our mouth has the salivary glands which secrete saliva. Okay, listen. See this activity students. Take 2 test tubes. Label them A test tube and B test tube. Okay. A test tube, 1 teaspoonful of boiled rice. Then take B test tube. 1 teaspoonful of boiled rice. After chewing it for 3 to 5 minutes. Add 3 to 4 milliliter of water in both the test tubes. Okay. Both the test tubes. Now pour 2 to 3 drops of iodine solutions in each test tube and observe. Okay. Why is there is a change in color in the test tubes? Discuss the results with your listen. The saliva breaks down the starch into sugar. The saliva breaks down starch into sugars. Okay. Listen. The tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached at the back to the floor. The buccal cavity. Okay. It is free at the front of be moved in all directions. Listen. It mixes saliva with food during chewing and helps in swallowing food. Listen, what is the main function of tongue? Taste of food with our tongue. To identify the taste of food. Okay. Okay, listen. Sweets and tooth decay. What is tooth decay, students? Listen, or you remember? What is tooth decay? The bacteria break down the sugars present from leftover food that release acids. Okay. The acids gradually damage the teeth. This is called tooth decay. This is called tooth decay. The acids gradually damage to the teeth. That is a tooth decay. If it is not treated in time, it causes severe tooth decay. The extreme cases result in tooth loss. For examples, chocolates, sweet, soft drinks, and sugar products are the major of tooth decay. Okay, listen. Or you remember, students, tooth decay? See the picture. See the picture, students. This is a tooth decay. Okay. Listen. Sometimes when you eat in hurry, talk or laugh while eating, you may cough, get hiccups or choking sensations. This happens when food particles enter the windpipe. So the windpipe carries air from the nostrils to the lungs. It runs adjacent to the food pipe, but inside the throat. Air and food share the common passage. During the act of swallowing, a flap-like valve closes the passage of the windpipe and the food into the food pipe. So, we feel get hiccups or cough. Okay, listen. This is a tongue. Okay. What is the main function of tongue? To identify the taste of food. What is the main function of tongue? To identify the taste of food. Are you clear? Okay. Next. Listen, students. The movement of the food in the esophagus of the alimentary canal. This is a food, esophagus. This one is a stomach. See the picture, students. Okay, listen. The food pushed down by movement of the wall of the food pipe. Actually, this movement takes place throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food downwards. At the time, the food is not accepted by our stomach and is vomited out. Okay. Listen, next is stomach. The stomach is thick-walled bag. Its shape is like a flattened J, and it is the width spot of the alimentary canal. It receives food from the food pipe at one end and opens into the small intestine. Okay, the inner lining of the stomach secrete. The stomach, what it is secrete? Stomach mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. Okay, then mucus protects the lining of the stomach. The acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium in the stomach acidic and helps the digestive juices to act. The digestive juices break down the proteins into simple substances. Okay. Then next is small intestines. The small intestine is highly coiled and is about 7.5 meter long. It receives the secretions from the liver and the pancreas. We also secrete the juices. Okay, listen. What is a bile juice? What is bile juice? Listen. See the picture, students. Liver. The liver is a reddish brown in color. The upper part of the, where it is located, liver, where it is located, the upper part of the stomach. It is the largest gland in the body. Is very important, students. It is the largest body. It is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice that is stored in a sac called the gallbladder. Okay. Next, fats. The bile plays an important role. The digestion of, what is the main role of bile? The bile plays an important role in digestion of fats. That's all. Listen, students. The working the stomach was discovered by the Strang accident. 1822, the man named Alexis Saint Martin was badly hit by the shotgun. Listen students, next. The carbohydrates get break down the simple sugars such as glucose. The carbohydrates break down into glucose, the fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids. Next, what is absorptions? The digested food can now process into the blood vessels in the wall of the intestine. This process is called absorptions. Then next, villi. What is villi? Are you remember students, villi? Where it is located? The inner wall of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowths. These are called villi. The villi is a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface. The surface of the villi absorb the digested food materials. The absorbed substances are transported blood vessels to different organs. See. Next, assimilations. What is assimilation? What is assimilation? The complex substances such as the proteins required by the body. This is called assimilation. Okay, this is called assimilation. Next, large intestine. The large intestine is wider and shorter than the small intestine. What is the length of large intestine? 1.5 meter. Okay, it functions, it is to absorb water, some salts and digested food materials. What is egestion? The fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time. This is called egestion. Okay, listen next. Rumen. What is rumen? They quickly swallow the grass and store it in a part of the stomach called rumen. Listen students, what is diarrhea? What is diarrhea? The need to pass watery stool frequently. This condition is known as diarrhea. The diarrhea should not be neglected. So, the diarrhea's main treatment, oral rehydration solution. Next students, ruminations. What is gut? The pottery digested and is called gut. What is rumination? The gut returns to the mouth, small lumps and the animal's chiefs. This process is called ruminations. These animals are called ruminants. The grass is rich in cellulose, a type of carbohydrates. The ruminants like cattle, deer, etc. The bacteria present in the rumen helps in the digestion of cellulose. The animals including human cannot digest cellulose. The animals like horse, rabbit, etc. Okay, the large sac-like structure called cecum. The cellulose of the food is digested by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in humans. Okay, next, feeding digestion in amoeba. Amoeba is a microscopic single-celled organism. Amoeba is a single-celled organism. It is a microscopic organism. The amoeba has a cell membrane, rounded dense nucleus and small bubble-like vacuoles in the cytoplasm. Listen, zoodophodia. What is zoodophodia? The finger-like projections called zoodophodia. Zoodophodia. What is the main function of zoodophodia? Zoodophodia, another name, zoodo means false. Podia means feet. That's all. That is a zoodophodia. What is the main function of zoodophodia? The movement and capture of food. See the picture, students. This is an amoeba. Structure of amoeba. See the picture. All of you see the picture. This one is nucleus, zoodopodium, food particle. Okay, food particles main functions. The ingestion food. Okay. Then next, egestion wastage. Egested waste. This one is a food vacuole. The food vacuole, where it is located, food vacuole in cytoplasm. Okay. Okay, listen students. Amoeba feeds on some microscopic organisms. Okay. Listen, the zoodophodia around the food particles and engulfs it. The food becomes trapped in your food vacuole. The digestive juices secreted into the food vacuole. They act on food breakdown into simpler substances. Gradually digested, the food is absorbed. The absorbed substances are used for growth, maintenance and multiplications. The basic process of digestion of food and release of energy is the same in all animals. The later chapter you will learn about the transport of food absorbed by intestine to the various parts of the body. Listen students, just to go through this book back. About ingests its food with the help of the false feet or pseudophodia. The food is digested in the food vacuole. Okay. Listen, the undigested, unabsorbed, expelled out of the body feces through the anus. Okay. The grazing animals like cow, buffaloes, deer are known as ruminants. That is a ruminants. They quickly ingest, swallow their leafy food and store in the rumen. Later the food returns to the mouth and animal chews it peacefully. That's all students. Thank you.